I'm Anil Kumar, and now let us extend our knowledge about dividing by decimal numbers. We'll take up examples like dividing a number, let us say 2, by 0.4. So we are dividing by a decimal number and we are taking whole number inside. Now, as we learned in part 1, that whenever you divide by a decimal number, you should make it a whole number by moving the decimal to the right. Now, when the decimal moves, it has to move for both divisor and the dividend, the number which is being divided and the number by which you are dividing, for both, right? So, in this case, you don't really see a decimal number. So, how are you going to move it? Remember one thing, that if I write 2, it really means 2 point, and we can write as many zeros after the decimal. It is the same number. When we write, let us say decimal 4, in that case, we can write any number of decimals before the number. For example, 0.4 is same as 0.4, correct? So you can always add decimals. You can always add zeros on the right side of the decimal if there is no other number, and you can always add zeros to the left side of decimal if there are no other numbers, right? That is how it is. Any whole number, for example, if I write, let us say 125, it is always equal to 125.0. Remember that. So a decimal number exists at the end of a whole number, correct? So we can rewrite this as 0.4 divides into 2.00, for example, right? I hope that point is clear. And now what are we going to do? We are going to multiply both by 10. So what we'll do is we'll do 0.4 times 10 and we get 4, correct? And we get 2.0 times 10, we get 20, right? It is as good as saying that you move decimal one place to right for both of them, correct? So if you do that, then what you get? You get division statement as you have to divide. Moving decimal one place to the right gives you 20.0. Do you see that? And divisor is 4. Now it is easy to divide. So let us now divide and find the answer. So 4 goes 5 times in 20. So we get 4 times 5 as 20. When you take away, it is 0. Since we did not use a number after the decimal, 5 is our answer, correct? So that is how we can complete the division. We can write 20 divided by, I should write actually 2 divided by 0.4. 20 divided by 4 is 5, that is fine, but we start with 2 divided by 0.4, correct? So I should write here, this is equal to 5, right? So that is how we can write. In fact, I should actually write 2 divided by 0.4 is equal to 5. So that is how it is. Now let us take few practice questions, correct? So in this case, we'll divide, let us say a number, 25, and we'll take 0.6, correct? Now what should you do? When you're dividing by a decimal number, you have to move decimal to the right. 25 does not seem to have a decimal, but you know, all whole numbers can be written with a decimal and any number of zeros, correct? Now to get rid of decimal, we'll multiply both by 10, which is as good as moving decimal one place to the right. So what do we get? We get 0.6 becomes 6, right? So when you move it here, it becomes equal to 6. And 25, when you move 0, it is like this, one place to the right, it becomes 250.0. Do you see that? So effectively, you are dividing now 250.0 by 6. Do you get the idea? So that is how we should be doing it. Now let us divide. 6 will go 4 times in 25, which is 24. Remainder is 1, bring down 0. 6 goes 1 times, you get 4. Now we are taking out a number after decimal, which is a 0, so we'll put a decimal here. So let's bring down 0 here. 6 goes, 6 times 6 is 36, 6 times 7 is 42, which is higher. So we'll take 6 here. So 6 times 6 is 36. Let me push this page a bit forward, right, so that you can see clearly. And we get 4 as our remainder. So we can write our answer as 25 divided by 0.6 is equal to 41.6, right? We do have a remainder here. That means you can continue this, right? So if you bring down the next 0, again it is 40. Do you see? So this process repeats. So if you repeat it, you'll get another 6, and that 6 is going to repeat. So you'll get 41.66 likewise, correct? So it is interesting. Try to do it and see for yourself what you get. I hope that helps. Thank you.